Okay, this is video 3 in the series of how to create the pizza cutter. And we're going to finish creating our handle because we left it off with just the handle that's been created here and we extruded the part. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the right view I want. And now I'm going to create an XYZ plane, or it's going to offset plane from the YZ plane. So I'm going to go to plane, and I want you to see what happens if I just go to the YZ plane with it. Let me do it. Usually it'll mess up and not let you do it. A lot of times you'll have to do the offset plane, YZ, and set it to 0 for it to actually put the plane there, because we need a plane to draw on. Now I'm going to create a 2D sketch on this plane and orient it around to the way that it looks like in the PowerPoint. Now here's the problem I currently have right now. As I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the whole body. I don't want to see the whole body. I want to see the edge, the part of it. So to do that, I need to turn the slice editor. So I'm going to slice the graphics. If you hit F7 on your keyboard, see how it, right on that axis, the plane that we put in, it now it's cut it, temporarily cut, so we can see what it looks like on the inside. You can also right click and do a slice graphic and it'll do the exact same thing. All right, now we're going to draw a line. And it should be 1.5 from the end. And when it does that, sometimes you need to go lock. So I'm going to lock this one. And then I'm going to change that to 1.5. And then it locked it. Good. Then I'm going to create a rectangle. 0.1. 0.1. With a fillet. 0.04. All right, good. So now I have it drawn in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pattern tool so that I can get 8 more of them down that are exactly 1/4 of an inch separating the two. What we're doing is we're going to be making those grooves that go into the side of the handle. Now I want you to notice if I zoom in really close, notice that's overhanging just a little bit, and that's good. We want it to overhang so that it actually does a revolve. All right, so here we go. We're going to use our rectangular pattern, and I want to make sure that we select everything inside of this. So that's my first one. Then my next direction will be this line. There's a total of 8 of them, and their distance is 0.25 separate. So just made a perfect little pattern there for me. Now I'm going to make a revolve. And just like you can make extrusion cuts, we can make a revolve cut. It's the same thing. And what we're doing is we're cutting out these grooves for the handle. Extrusion cut, axis. This is my axis point. Tell it OK. And looks like what is going on here? Oh, I know what I did. Okay, sorry. That's not my axis that revolves it around. I need the axis to run down the middle. So now when I do the revolve and I pick those 8 little grooves, I do a cut. My axis is in the middle. And there it is. Nice and pretty the way it needs to go. Okay, so we have our axis on here. We're going to create another offset plane. This time we're going to do it off the YZ. Oh, XZ. That's not correct. So if the YZ doesn't look correct when you go to put it in there, just notice depending on how you have your orientation set up of it, it's going to affect it. I'm still going to do an offset plane. I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to tilt 5/8. And it should put me, see, it's right on the edge there. Okay, so I have my new plane that I can do my sketch and work off of that's right off that edge. Create a new sketch. If you're not sure, make sure you're getting the right plane, okay? On this new plane on the outside. They're going to reorient it here. All right, and we need to draw a circle that has a diameter of 0.5. And if I dimension it, that's 4.5. Okay. Now I need to create a hole that goes straight through it, so I'm going to go to my hole command. 0.5 through all. Okay. Very good. See, I now have my hole that runs through it. You could have a string running through this, so this could be what goes on the hook, because a lot of time they can hang up on hook. Now let's right click and get rid of some of those work planes here. So I'm going to right click on my plane. And where's my visibility? I should be able to right click on that work plane and turn visibility off. There we go. So right click over here in visibility. There it goes. Because I want to see just it. And now I'm going to create a 3D fillet right in here with a 0.075. The reason why I put that fillet in there is, think about it. Anything that you're going to work that's going to be used should not have really sharp edge. It should be a nice rounded edge. And that's all I'm doing. Spin it around so I can get this side too. Okay. So here's what it looks like. Now, if this is my top view, this should actually be the front view. Okay, so now, so my front view looks like that. All right, now I'm going to save it. This handle. And change it, pick it to whatever color you want. Mine's pink, whatever you want it to be. Pick a color, any color. Maybe you like that. Green polished. No. Yeah, that looks good to me. And I'm going to save it to my folder. Okay, congratulations, we did video 3.